Alright. Boom. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Happy Thursday. Bring the music down. Alright. Okie dokie. Alright. Bear with me a moment. I'm working on something with Operosaria right now. Okay. Tord is in. Okay. Hey, the kids are asleep. Welcome in. Just needs the OA. Yeah, I thought I did the authorization. That's what I thought. Boop, boop, boop. I did it and then it glitched and logged me out. So I don't know what that means. How's your Thursday? The kids are asleep. How goes the Thursday? How goes the writing, the words, the kids, the gaming? Hopefully all of it is going well. It's going almost through the slush pile. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm desperately trying to make up time because I'm oh, it went through. Oh, gotcha. Okay. So it works. Okay. Yay. Let's see here. Reverse outlining to a beat sheet for editing. Oh, that's okay. What is reverse outlining, like you just outlining the story in reverse, so ending to beginning, or do you mean like you're taking a story, building an outline, okay, to a beat sheet for edit? Got it. Okay, so you're essentially taking the story, building an outline beat sheet, and then editing. That's a smart idea. I kind of uh okay, yeah, I wrote it already, and I'm outlining what get. That's right, yeah. Because when I break a script down, like when I'm going in to film it, I'll do something similar like that, where I'll kind of re-break it down into these like chunks, and kind of figure out if things need to move around and all that kind of stuff. But maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do what you're doing. The kids are asleep. Maybe I should do that earlier, like re-break it down for a rewrite instead of just waiting until I'm boarding the movie. Yeah, there's the reverse outline that is start at the end and go backwards, or the one where you outline what you wrote so you can see what to fix. Got it. Yeah, I know I've a few writers. I know a lot of some video game writers. I'm a big fan of like Yoko Taro. He does the backwards kind of thing where he starts at the end. I haven't done that. I almost always have an ending. I definitely have like the ending, and I think what I do is I have an ending and a beginning, and I kind of slowly build toward the center. I think that's the way my brain usually works. But I do have a weird thing where I almost always need to know the ending. Um, yeah, I think it works well to catch repetition pace. That's smart. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Because the two features, I'm probably gonna do this on stream when I get into it. But the two features I have written that I'm trying to prep for, like do the pitch packets and stuff. I'm getting ready to board those movies, so do the storyboards for them, and I do tend to like after boarding go and rewrite the script based on the boards. So maybe I should do that as like a reverse outline as a middle step between the two. Maybe that'll refine it a lot easier, or make it a lot easier to kind of refine. You can never edit too much. That's the big thing. Hey, Cryptid crawls in. Hi, hello. Got a bit waylaid by the Amish chores, but I am here. Collapse. Oh no, Cryptid. Oh no. I want to be able to reverse outline, but the brain is loud. Yeah, I think the reason why I'm getting more into it is so I have a lot of like I have a lot of trauma related to the movie I made, where I wish if the console is spitting errors at me. Got it, got it. Sorry about that, Humpersoy. just Humpersoy is dealing with coding errors all over the place. Um, but no, I the reason is because I kind of got after you throw so much time and effort into filming it, you start to really want to be able to like get all the edit stuff out of the way before you ever even shoot it, particularly when you're working on like really low budget. Because you just need to try to be as efficient as humanly possible when you're filming it. And that's kind of why I'm now like trying to find better ways to essentially edit the movie before I'm ever filming it. So when I'm editing on the back end, it feels a lot less painful. That's less shooting days, that's less money, it's like less exhausted. There's kind of a clearer idea. You can't always do that to perfection, but I'm trying to get better at it because it saves you a lot of headache. I know people who story grid as their reverse outline, and that is too much for me. Story grid? Like, is that like video game type like things where it's like flowchart type grid? Oh no, hold on. You're like, nope, nope, nope. Let me show you how insane this is. Oof, that sounds like a lot. Yeah. A story grid sounds, I don't know, the story grid, okay, what is this? Write a book, leave your legacy, okay. Alright. Okay. Story grid 101, okay. Is there something in the video that shows me what this is?
Are in your writing journey and see if there's a way we can help. If you already know you want in,
let's see. Oh, Oh, okay, you got it. Okay, spreadsheet. Got it. Story grid, spreadsheet, analyzing your manuscript. Okay. Oh no, the kids are asleep. No, it's like a massive Excel spreadsheet. Oh god. Oh no. What? See, the problem is, so that's like extra, that's extra intense for me because uh a lot of the scripts I get when I do corporate videos are built in Excel sheets like that, and it's like it hurts my brain. I hate it. I hate them. I hate it. And this is like that cranked to a million. Sorry, can you try that one more time? I keep on. Oh god. Okay. All right. Let me try it again. Let's see here. Oh, now it's saying. Oh, boo. don't know. It doesn't. It's not letting me. It doesn't let me log in. Opera Story. It kind of like glitches and kicks me back out. Let me see if I can try this again. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. All right. Let me try. I'll try it again. All right. Let me authorize. Okay. All right. It looks like that worked. It didn't boot me back out. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm okay. Just had to race to wash dishes and drain the boiler. House problem chores. But it's done, so wife will not be so overwhelmed. Oh, that's good. Yay. Anytime you make life easier on your partner is always a good thing. Yep. It's so much people who swear by it. That, I don't know. There's that part of me that's like, you know, like those stupid memes where like, you know, you're on a date with a sociopath or meeting a sociopath. I think if I met anybody who was like, this is how I write a story, or I break down a story, I'd be like, I think you might be a monster. I think you might, I don't know. I don't know if I can trust you. That's insane. That is deeply insane. I do not, Cryptid, I do not like the spreadsheets. I love spreadsheets, but not like this. I mean, like a film production spreadsheet, I understand, and that can be a little crazy, but not for like a story breakdown. Good Lord. I can only stand them when I'm organizing queries, and that is the color-coded minimal. Yeah, that's actually why Notion works for me. I feel like it's server builds and like Excel sheets to a way that I understand and doesn't overwhelm me and make me feel crazy. Because even when I open Excel, it makes me sad. It just, I don't know. My brain hurts. My brain does not think in that way. If I tried to have a roll for psychic damage, exactly, Cryptid, roll for psychic damage every half an hour. Yep, it's an area of effect anywhere the spreadsheet is visible. Okay, thank you. I think it works. Okay, all right. Yeah, it looks like it's working, or at least I'm connected, so I'm not booted out of it. So that's good. Same Wilet. Oh my god, I typed out beat sheet beats in my outline doc, and I'm filling it out in paragraph form. I guess that works. You know, I think if you could make it honestly like the way Scrivener does the note thing, because I would do it with like little note cards with like detail. Like I wish note cards, and then you could have like a sub menu that you could beat. That's actually one thing I wish you could have, is essentially like this note card where you can put details in, and then you can have like I can organize my sub notes. Because lots of times I'll have multiple notes for any given scene that I'd like to be able to connect with other things, but not have it just be in like a block of text right here. That's kind of, I don't know. That's something I wish that, because no one does that. Apparently, yeah. That's how I feel about people who edit in all markup. Oh, okay. Yeah. Note cards are too something for me. Insufficiently chronological. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Insufficiently chronological. I'm definitely like, it goes all over. Like, I mean, that was where back in the day Moon Runes would be like stressed out, because I would have my idea boards and they were just like chaos. But that's just the way I think my brain works. It's like slowly trying to organize the madness. Is kind of the way I work. And then like, because honestly, like the way a lot of this is set up works the way that it works in an editor. Like when I bring footage in and I organize footage in like a non-linear editing system, it's usually done a lot like this. And so for whatever reason, that's my brain likes that sort of flow, that kind of process than the others. Tal does that, and I do not know how her brain doesn't explode. I cannot take it. My brain does not love. Yeah, yep. Different Hindis. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Different vibe, different brains. We all have our best brains. The only brain, the perfect. It's the perfect brain for us that makes us us. The only note cards I like are Scrivener. Okay, yeah. I like. This is the closest it was to where I would just have note cards everywhere. So it helps. But honestly, that's what Scapel's for mostly. Particularly early on, I need like just a blank board that I can go insane on. I really like being able to see my chapters in short beats. It helps. Yeah, no, all that stuff is great. I just want like sub-menus in my things, because the way I used to do it would be like note card and then like a line, note card, note card, note card, like small note card. So like post-its under a note card. And that's how I used to outline. Like manually outline in a room. And I think that's kind of what I wish I could do here in Scrivener. And like you can't really, but the way Scrivener interfaces with the actual page thing works better than it does the beat board in Final Draft does, which is why I've tried to use that beat board, and it just I like having the split screens here, and for whatever reason Final Draft just will not do that. You should get the supersized post-its, Twilight. It's a good time. Oh yeah, the big ones for sure. I use those when I need to make the little bubble outline and connect all my dots. Yeah, yep. I think if I have like a big room studio that I can do that in, where I can have like big boards, I'll probably do that. That used to be the storyboard way. Like, so usually with storyboards, you know, you have like a little booklet with them, and they look like that, and then you kind of like board and notate kind of what happens. But back in the day, I used to just have boards, like big old like styrofoam boards, and I would just put index card storyboards on them and go across. And that was my jam back in the day. Oh, right, let me minimize this. Boo. Ba-ba-ba. I use those when I need to make like the bubble outline and connect all my dots. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, do the mailroom from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where you got your crazy lines going all over, solving the mass conspiracy kind of thing. Hey, how it looks like that worked. Oh look, Imperator Tort works. Look at that. Ooh. Look at Opera Soria figuring out all the cool bots. Look at you. making the bots work. Cool. And now Imperator Tort can finally exist as a bot in the chat. That's always exciting. All right. Well, honestly, we should probably just dive into our sprints. I think I do have to head out around. I can't stream past like 7, like 7:30. So, kind of want to try to get some pages done today, because I am very behind. It's alive. It's Opera Soria's very own creature. It's also not showing the profile image. Oh no. You're just like, burn it all. Well, I mean, at least the bot itself works, but you know, maybe we'll get there to where it actually shows the little otter picture. But in the meantime, while Opera Soria is working all the beautiful magic, why don't we drop in and get started on our sprints? What we got here? I did prep work last night, just to get stuff today on stream. Good. You did homework? Yeah. All morning I was going through all my first section stuff, just trying to get it at least down to like 35 pages or so, to just try to keep it in line with where it needs to go. So I've been working on this all morning and all day, but I'm supposed to have this script done by Sunday, and I don't know if that's going to happen, because I got a lot more to do. I'm very behind. All right, let us dive into it. Happy writing, everybody. We will see you on the other side. Good luck. I hope the words treat you well, and we will see you on the other side. And away we go. man, jeez. Whew. All right, that's the end of that first sprint. Good lord, that snuck up on me. I'm still not there. I'm still not even to the end of Act 1. Ah! All right. Oh, I'm gonna be. Oh man, I'm gonna be working on this. I have a feeling I'm gonna be doing like pulling full 18-hour days to try to get this done by Sunday. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, everybody. Hopefully that was a productive sprint. Let's start the down timer. Ba-ba-bam. Ooh, the kids are asleep. You just finished the slush pile. Woo, well done. Congrats. That's always good. Hey, Desdemona Rose. Hello, leaving a lurk. Lurk away. Enjoy your lurk. And we always love our lurkers. As a prominent lurker, I appreciate lurkers. But hopefully the times and the words are treating you well, Desdemona Rose, as well as everybody else. Ghostly, welcome in. I'm glad you are enjoying things. Ghostly, I changed. Oh, you changed the ending. Okay, it felt unfinished to me, and I added the end. I had originally in your prose. Okay, cool. But I'd like to know which way you think is better. All right, yeah, drop it in. We'll go ahead. We'll take a look at it at the end of stream today. I might, depending on how many sprints we can get through, because I have a dinner I have to go to. I have a dinner with Boss Man that I have to go to, so I will not be able to stream past like 7:30. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to get a fourth sprint in today, but depending on what we do, I'll spare some time so we can go over it at the very end of stream. Somebody in the apartment above me has been making a ton of noise and like vibrating the apartment, and it caused an empty bottle of soy sauce to fall out of my recycling bag and shatter on my like kitchen floor. So my whole morning, I was like in the middle of writing, trying to get a bunch of stuff done, and I had to take like an hour-long break to go glass hunting all across my apartment. It was a good time. It's a good time. Anyway, it's my story about my annoying neighbor upstairs. I'm slowly starting to figure out the revision aspect. Okay, very cool. I have some ideas to fix it. Just gotta take some shuffling. Sometimes it's all it is shuffling, or just like condensing. That's kind of what I'm trying to do here. Is I'm trying to make sure that the vibe and the mood works, but also the pacing. The first 30 minutes of this script are feeling like a Scorsese movie. It's like rapid fire, excess, party, and then I'm kind of writing it so it starts off real intense, and then it dips into the slow, mundane work life. And we'll see if that works, but just cramming everything I need to cram into 30 minutes is becoming like a little bit of like a figure out how I overlay things. Boop, 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 you know, kind of try to stack some things. When you have a moment, can you moderate the tort, please? Okay, I've often wondered what they're doing up there, right, Opera Soria? I don't get it, but it was loud today. They were banging around. Holy shit, Twilight, that's awful. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's less of that, but because of the cats, I always get worried about them, you know, getting like glass shards and then licking them, you know, on their paws. But it's fine. I was able to clean it up, and as far as I can tell, I don't think they seem fine. Yeah, they're just sleeping. I think they're all right. I don't think they got any glass. Yeah. Oh, you want me? Oh, mod. Tort. Ba-ba-ba. See if I can remember how to do that. Remember, how does one do that? I'll remember eventually. Oh, I got it. Let's see here. Upstairs neighbor got back in. Yeah, exactly. Krypton. They're just, yeah, man. They're just, they got their PlayStation 2 fixed, and they decided they needed to really, like, you know, dive back into some DDR life. Oh, just I can command. Oh, Dude, that absolutely sucks, my friend. Those neighbors need to knock it off. Good heavens. Yeah, I was shocked. I mean, like, the fact that you were shaking the apartment enough to, like, knock something out of my recycling is pretty... I was like, geez, it's impressive. It's in the Discord. I would also like your input on the title because I hate what I have. There we go. I mean, your not so funny business title. I mean, not so funny business is a pretty solid title, I'd say. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, we will bring it in. I'll probably just import that. Actually, you know what? I might do that on stream at some point. I'll just bring that into Final Draft. Since I'm gonna need to do that for post-production document or pre-production documents anyway. Hate. It's not too bad. Don't worry about it. It's not the worst title in the world, Ghostly. I mean, we'll see if maybe there's a different title, but we'll do that. How do I command? I don't think I've done mod. Can I just make a mod through grant mod? Oh, whoa, I can do that? Whoa. Okay. Imperator. I like that I can just come. Does that? Whoa! I have power. The power I have at my fingertips now. Oh! I don't have to go through submenus. I can just. Ooh. I don't know why I'm that excited about that. It saves me having to go through Twitch's entire interface. I guess I'm excited about that. Jeez. I'm so glad that all of you can enjoy or get to watch me learn learn how to computer, apparently. No, hate it. Yeah, well, we'll see. There might be, we probably can come up, usually with a short, we'll see, come up with a different title, shorter title maybe. I'm one of those people who does not rest until the title sparks joy. The current one does not spark joy. You're like the Marie Kondo of titles, Ghostly. Does this title bring you joy? Then out with it. That evil laugh, beautiful. I do have a giddy evil laugh sometimes. We have / commands. Yours are broadcaster ones, but and I have moderator ones as well. Okay, that makes sense. Yo, mood on titles for right. Kids are asleep. Yeah, I love it. That has been this stream's entire history, as chat gets to watch streamer learn how to stream, because I have no I probably was like the most infuriating streamer to watch from people who are like active Twitch streamers / watch a lot of Twitch people, because I'm sure it's like watching someone learn how to drive, and you're just like, oh my god, just do the thing, and I'm just like, ah. It explodes in my face. Yeah. Yep, see, here we go. Yeah, see, everybody can listen to Opera Soria, because Opera Soria has had to sit me down and give me like a million speeches about things that I immediately forget, and then go run waving my hands, frolicking, because that's apparently my brain. It's just how I live my life. Thank you, Ghost. I'm doing all right. Also, I mentioned this to you like 2 years ago. Yeah, I know you did. There was title discourse on BSKY the other day because of a romantasy book. Oh, really? Like getting real deep into titles. Thank you, Ghostly. We're all proud of you. Thank you. I do my best. I do my best. Hey, that'll be me in a few months. I've never streamed before. You got this, Cryptid. You got this. I mean, I never streamed before I streamed. I did everything I possibly could to avoid being on camera or anywhere around being on camera in front of people. But you get it. It's not too bad. When you got fantastic folk like all of you out there, it makes it a lot easier. Be right back. Gotta eat dinner with a partner before you go to burn the lab. Have a great dinner, Cryptid. Have a fantastic Cryptid dinner. Ba-ba-ba. And hopefully the burning of the lab goes well as well. Yes, I'm eating dinner, but also give me the tea, please. I need to know which book. Which book? Sorry, Blue Sky. Thank you. The kids are asleep. There was a book with a goofy title that people were hating on. Ooh. That time I got drunk and... Wait, I'm sorry. And yeeted a love potion at a werewolf? That's a title? Is that doing... That's starting... Okay. There was a period where, like, kids' novels were doing that time, right? Like, that was, like, a whole thing. Where it was, like, that time... But that also... Or maybe it's not kids' novels. No, it's definitely... I know what this is from. This is, but like young adult, not young adult, sorry, light novels. It's like the animes and the light novels are like titles like that, right? Where it's like that time I got reincarnated as a slime, or like the person I know who knows you that also knows that my cat cooks me dinner at night as a title, where it's just like the titles of these like light novels and anime are getting so long that it's like it's almost like an entire chapter of a book as a title. But the yeeted part is an interesting... Yeeted, the time I got drunk and yeeted a love potion a werewolf is a ridiculous title. Also, yeeted, really using that word. Wildlight, not to look like a total nerd, but I may or may not have told everyone I know that I, quote, my director friend in LA offered to make my screenplay into a short film. Everyone I know knows. Okay, Ghostly. That's co-workers, friends, people at Walmart. I actually, out of all of those, I definitely hope the random people at Walmart know. But I'm glad it's giving you something that you can go shout to the world. It'll be a delightful, fun little activity. It'll be something cool that then you can show all your friends and coworkers and be like, look at this thing I wrote that got made into a thing. I think it will be cool. The kids are asleep. The discourse was simultaneously that title is bad and authors don't usually title their books. Oh, really? Is that true? The kids are asleep? Is that true that authors don't usually title their own books? No, that can't be true. I mean, I'm sure there's some cases where that's true, but that seems like, is it titled by their editors / like the whoever's distributing it? Yeah, whoever's like selling it, I guess. I mean, they do that with movies sometimes. They're like, that title's not going to sell. They're going to have no idea what that means. I mean, that's why they changed even though it's insane that they did this, but they changed the title of the Miyazaki movie to The Boy and the Heron, even though the original is How Do You Live? So they even with big time directors, they do sometimes still do that, because that's freaking cool. Yeah, it's cool. It'll be a cool thing that you can always show. Like, look, someone took my writing and made it into a thing, and now I can show it. And it'll be a rad thing that you can always show your friends, and also, maybe you'll be like, maybe you'll write another script someday. Who knows, Ghostly? Maybe, but cool things can happen just by being a badass writer. It'll be fun too. It'll be a fun thing for the stream to be able to participate in, is like watching how it gets made and all that kind of stuff. Since it'll be a fun little community stream activity. So I am excited. It is okay, Crypta. It is, yeah. Publisher, got it. Okay, yeah, that seems crazy. That's nuts. While not many random star IDs make friends with screenwriters on Twitch who offer to make their scrappy script into a thing you can watch with your eyes. Into a thing you can watch your eyes, for sure. That's you gotta stand out. So you gotta make this stream stand out some way. Except for the fact that everybody here is like brilliant. But just gotta make it a cool thing. Make it a cool thing. I got a rad community, so celebrate that. and I don't mind doing that. How much control you varies widely with who you work with. Okay. Every time I see this sort of discourse happens, I realize my publishing experience is in the minority and have to realign my views. Really? So okay, so you're saying that I'm assuming yours is better. The kids are asleep in terms of like what you've been able to see. That just sounds like a Chuck Tingle title to me, which isn't bad. Okay, all right. Oh, I've titled all my books. Got it. Okay, yeah, yeah. That makes sense. I would not say better. I don't. I haven't known many people that have had their stuff retitled. I've known people who've retitled their own stuff later to try to make it more marketable, but I've never seen anyone retitle get it like mandatory retitled. At least as far as I'm aware. Yeah, no, that title is very indicative of the contents of the book for sure, for sure. Um, that is true. That is true. But I'm glad it's got you stoked, Ghostly. It's gonna be a good time. I think it's gonna be a fun thing for everybody kind of get to be a part of and work on and see how it works. So I'm excited. And hey, you know, we'll be the cool stream. We'll be the cool stream that makes movies sometimes. I think it's also part of a series with similar titles. Oh, the time I got it. Okay, that makes sense. Ba 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 ba. Ghostly continues listening on her fingers, listing on her fingers of people she's told. Random drill sergeants, lady from church, the guy who works in the hearing. Jeez, Ghostly. uh, that's funny. That's funny. Just keep going down the list of all the random folk. That's good. Also, the title could work for a YA novel easily. Like, I don't see the problem. Is it just different branding? If it's a romantic comedy, absolutely works. I mean, it's mostly the yeeted part of it that cracks me up. Like, what does yeeted mean? Is that like to yell? I'm assuming it's yelling or throwing. Okay, yeah, throwing. Yeah. Okay, all right, yeah, I got it. I got it. To throw. I'm cool. I'm up with the kids. I know what I know kids speak. The them youngins and the things they say that aren't alien. I guess yeeting's probably pretty old, but whatever. Well, you've made this little go. Oh, I'm glad, Ghostly. I'm glad. And hopefully your other story will get picked up by the thing you submitted too. So you'll have like cool things going everywhere. You'll have your short story getting picked up on that submission, the one you submitted to. And you definitely should, I believe, also submit the Pretension Most Foul too, if you find a good magazine for that, because I think that story would work really well in a shorts publish thing. It's romantic comedy, yes. Then it's perfect. It's Russian accent. What's the problem? What is I do not see the problem. Problem is people having opinions on the internet. This is the problem. This is just the problem of the 21st century, is people having opinions on the internet. Chuck Tingle absolutely went to bat for that title, so for sure. Okay. I'm gonna hurt Ghostly Soul when I say this, but all the title has to do is sell your book, i.e. convey genre and tone. That's it. You don't know what yeet means. Yes. I think I had a vague idea of what yeet means. I just looked it up to make sure. Wow, thank you, Twilight. I feel young again. I hope all of you feel young. I feel I'm much older than even my age at this point. It just was not online. Oh yeah, Opera Story. Go ahead and drop the lurk on the on Tord as well. That works. Okay, wifey has appeared. Yes, go enjoy your dinner, Cryptid. I can't find any zine that will publish it. It's too long. Oh really? Yeah. I guess it's like a short story though. It's not like yeah. All right. Okay. There's got to be one out there that'll publish it though, or maybe you'll just have to publish a collection. Lurk away. My soul, no. How long is it? Ghostly would know. Okay, we're gonna run ads and then we're gonna start our next sprint. So ads are gonna run, and then we will get back to it. Submission grinder. Okay. Yeah, is it technically novella length? Is it over 20,000 words? That's novella length, right? 20 to 40,000. Submission. It is okay, it is technically genre. It's what would it be? Okay. Oh yeah, okay. I was like it's about 10K. That makes it novelette. Yeah, that works. Yay! Thank you, Tort. Yeah, okay, 10K words. Yeah, I don't think it was like 20. And it's I mean it's a comedy. Yeah, mystery comedy. It's a satire of a whodunit, essentially. It's a comedy whodunit. Ba 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 ba. Do do do. What do you think? Oh, like what genre is it in? Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a whodunit comedy. I don't know what I make. Yeah, it's in the I mean in pitch terms, like movie pitch terms, I'd be like it's literally Knives Out meets. It's a type of like Knives Out with it's like Knives Out meets Scream. Is kind of what I would say. That would be my like elevator room describing, because that's the only way that people in Hollywood understand projects is if you take two things that existed and mix them together. That's how they understand. Okay, I'm gonna go restock on tea. I'm gonna get my water, and then we will go ahead and dive back into my crossover with Scream meets the 1980s Clue movie. That's a good one. So when I did my here's the one weird Hollywood thing though, Ghostly, because that you're not wrong. Actually, that Clue would be a closer version to what you've written than Knives Out or Glass Onion. But I learned this because my folk horror movie, I was like, okay, it's Barfly meets the original Wicker Man. And I remember saying that, and they're like, okay, because Wicker Man is famous, people know Wicker Man, or at least they know the Nick Cage Wicker Man. They might not know the original Wicker Man, which works against me. But my buddy was just like, nobody knows what Barfly is. Like, nobody has seen that movie. That movie was a big movie in the 80s. So if you say Clue to a studio, like an exec, they're probably not going to know. They'll have not seen that movie. They won't know. They won't know what you're talking about. You would be shocked, Ghostly. I hate to break that sad thing over. Yes, yeah, I can almost guarantee you that if you were talking to a studio head or an exec, that you could probably flip a coin to see which ones have actually seen Clue. They might be aware of it, but I doubt they've seen it, and they would know the context. Because then if you described Clue to them, they'd be like, oh, like Knives Out. That's what they'll tell you. It's a sad truth about the Hollywood system sometimes. After the Storm, Alfred Hitchcock's Mystery Magazine, Ellen Queen Mystery Magazine. Oh man, the kids are asleep. You are just like yeah. If everybody, kids are asleep. Just is the wealth of where to submit to. It's just yeah. I mean, I'm submitting my pulp story to that Moon. Crap. I have it saved. I forgot the name of it, but I did submit it to the Moon. The sort of more like queer friendly like pulp fantasy submission. The website. So yep. You have to check out their sites for yep. So thank you for that. The kids are asleep, because that is where that is going. Because the other one I felt like I couldn't get into. Well, I could, but yeah, I don't know. If they just want Conan again, I'm trying to do something different with it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start our sprint. Happy writing, everybody. If you have a sword and sorcery flash under 750 words, a market just opened. Oh, okay. Ooh. Under 750, I could probably do that. I've done a few flash fictions like under 500 before. I could probably try that. Might be I could see if I could do it under 750. I might be able to. Okay. But all right, we're going to go ahead and dive into our next sprint. For everybody out there working, happy writing. We will see you on the other side, and I'll just restock. I will restock at the beginning of the sprint. Happy writing, everybody, and away we go. Alrighty, everybody, that is the end of our second sprint. Hope the words treated you well and progress was made, and even if it's just a tiny bit of progress, it is still progress. Sometimes even without getting words done. But hopefully it was a productive sprint for everybody out there. Alright, I'm gonna go take a nap. Let's see here. Ghostly, where are my manners? I get so wrapped up in Ghostly Land, afraid to ask about Pond Boys. How are you feeling about Twilight? I'm so behind. I'm so behind on it, Ghostly. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not happy about it. I'm trying to cut down the first act. I'm trying to get the first act on average to be about 35, 40 pages. So I can then trim it down to being about 33 minutes. Which is why I'm still going over the whole first section. I need to get into like the later stuff. It's killing me. Because I'm supposed to have this done. I'm supposed to have this done on Sunday. To at least kind of like take a break from it before I get back to it. So anyway, yeah, I'm behind. So it's probably gonna be some long days tomorrow and Saturday and probably Sunday too. I ate dinner and tried to console the cat. It didn't help. She's yowling right now. Oh yeah, I did. It was super hilarious. Sometimes they get in a mood where they just start yowling. I mean, both mine do it. And I never know what it's about. Oh, my friend, it's okay, I promise. Thank you, Ghostly. Thank you. The sky is blue and Twilight is okay. Your mic is red and Twilight is okay. Pond Boys will get done and Twilight is okay. Thank you, Ghostly. Thank you. This is Ghostly. Yeah. Well, we'll get there. The biggest thing is I'm just realizing how much I'm cramming into the opening. So I'm trying to get a little bit more like less linear, kind of cutting together montage-y. I'm leaning into it being a little bit of like a Scorsese style opening where it's very in your face and intense and fast, and then the lull of the work week kind of slows things down and we kind of get to examine the characters. I went back and rewatched obviously I went back and rewatched Shampoo, but I went back and rewatched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is a good like indicator structurally of how Hangout movies work. And yeah, they're able to kind of get through their big introductions and still make it, even in like one Hollywood, which is like 2 hours and 40 minutes, they usually get through it in about 30 minutes. So I got to be faster. You gotta make it snappier, make it faster. Self-therapy technique. It's a good technique, Ghostly. It works. That is her Mather is gone wail because Trisha is left for the lab. Oh, I see. Mother is gone. Well, they'll be okay. It's they just sometimes my boy has to be in the bathroom with me, and he gets very, very mad if I don't. And then even when he's in the bathroom with me, he still yowls. So I don't know. He just wants to stand in the shower and scream. The princess I understand, because she just wants attention. She wants attention or she wants food. So she's pretty easy to read. And now she is hitting my mouth. Yep, just bwah, bwah. Stop it. Exactly. You can't rush greatness. Thank you, Ghostly. You might not be wrong. As much as I try, my goal is to get to 5 scripts a year. I mean, that's a lot. I'm not going to pretend like 5 feature films a year is not. I want to try to be able to write 5 and have like 2 to 3 of them be good. Like solid, like, because I definitely don't think I knock it out every time I write a screenplay. Sometimes you write them and you're like, yeah, it just didn't work. So it's kind of, I'm trying to get to that point, but I have a lot going on this year too. I'm prepping those 2 other movies, and I'm getting ready. I'm gonna tour the other movie at the festival circuit in the fall. So, ads go boom. Oh yes, sorry. The ads should be running at this point. Oh, I forgot to start the down timer. My bad. Exactly, but he knows he can't have it. That's why. Yeah, he wants the plastic. He's screaming because he wants to be able to eat the shower curtain. It's really what he wants. And Pond Boys is the greatest. Thank you, Ghostly. It's not there yet. It's certainly not great there, but it could be. I hope so. I definitely hope so. It's not worth killing yourself over our creations work on their own time and we can't do anything about it. That's true. That is true. I do try to, like, you're not a machine. You don't have to produce stuff like a machine. But it does help. It does help you get jobs. Being able to say that you can submit 5 films a year, but luckily, I mean, at this point it doesn't matter because no one's buying anything right now anyway, so it doesn't matter how many scripts I write. It just kind of it's no one's buying. But if I can have a solid number of scripts for the festival circuit, which will probably, depending on what festivals it gets into, that the short film gets into. That'll probably start in September. And it's not just the scripts. I need to make sure that I have the pitch packets done for at least the cyberpunk rom-com and Blue Devils, the folk horror movie. And I might, depending on what festivals it gets submitted to, I might actually have to make a short demo for the cyberpunk one. So that's kind of the other thing I need to figure out, is if it's going to be worth it to try to make like a little demo short film for that. There's a large part of Ghostly that annoyed herself for not working on the fantasy road trip. That's okay, Ghostly. You've been working on that pretty hard the past few weeks, so it's fine to take a break. But Ghostly wants to work on crime clowns. Just go with that vibe, Ghostly. You're fine. The nice thing about your fantasy road trip story is that story is there for you. It's always there. It's not going anywhere. And there is no deadline on it. So it's always there for you to go back to and keep working on. So if your heart is screaming crime clowns, then crime clowns it be. Embrace the crime clowns. Every time, now that we're talking about crime clowns, it's gonna be so hard for me not to think about juggalos. I growing up in like white trash, man, there was a lot of ICP people, a lot of those juggalos out there. It's very close to the world I lived in for a long time. But I also want it to be done. I get you. Yeah. Yep. And there's a bunch of other scripts too. There's a haunted house one I'm trying to get. Because it's also a very simple script. It's only got like 3 characters in a single house, and it's kind of like a sci-fi dread horror story. ICP Wildlight, what's a juggalo? Oh, sweet. This is where we know what Ghostly calls herself, a sweet summer child. Just look up how magnets work. And you will discover. I do remember when that music video came out for ICP with the when I feel like that's when the whole world learned what ICP was because of that Magnets How Do They Work music video that they made. But oh yes, Ghostly, that was the first stream you came in on. I was working on the they are a hip hop duo, kind of like rap hip hop duo for white people. It's very like safe white people rap, but they're clowns. They that's like their whole thing, and they're called the Insane Clown Posse, or ICP. And always so. I like everybody. Oh, honey. Oh, and yes, and Faygo, their branded drink. Faygo wasn't like. That just became their drink, right? I don't think they made it. I think they were just like, this is the drink of a juggalo. But juggalos were the names of their fans. So, say, like, when you're hanging out, if you go to a mall or you go out you go out somewhere and you just see some people in, like, really baggy, gothy-looking Junko jeans, with like chains, and they have clown makeup on, and they have like a giant ICP shirt. That's a juggalo. That's what a juggalo is. I was gonna say like Boy George, but that does not say. Yeah, Ghostly, just Google ICP. You'll see pictures of him. I don't think you're not gonna hit anything unsafe or anything that's gonna really spook you. They're just kind of silly, and they kind of have a little bit of their following's a little culty. They're kind of a little weird, but they became really big because they released a music video. God, what? 10 years ago now, 11 years ago, where they had that stupid line it's all about like the magic of the world, and they were like magnets. How did they work? It was like, and then of course the internet responded by like having a bunch of scientists explain to them how magnets work. They look like nerds. I mean, they are nerds. White trash hip hop Kiss. That's exactly Cryptid. That's distilling them to their essence. They were white. Yeah, except for like, as much as I'm not a Kiss fan, Kiss is a lot better than they were. I'll take Kiss songs over ICP songs any day. It got to a point of subculture that they yeah, that's right, they tried to be like a gang in some areas, which did not go well with real gangs. Yeah, ICPs are they're nerds. They're silly nerds. They were never going to be in a gang. Oh, man, I remember my cousin in Wyoming. We would drive up to, there was like a little lake where people would go like jet skiing or swimming or whatever up in Wyoming. And I remember that was the first time I ever heard an ICP album, was she was listening to ICP a bunch. And I remember even I was a kid, I was super young, and I was just like, what the fuck is this? What is this? You know, it's like, I knew Eminem, and I'm like, I know Marshall Mathers, I don't understand what this weird shit is. But, yeah. They look like nerds. Do not compare my crime clowns to the jabronis. No, Ghostly, I imagine your crime clowns looking much more like Brendan Lee from The Crow. Like, very cool. I mean, Brendan Lee from The Crow is pretty much a sex icon, so I mean that might be too sexy. I don't know. The body tight leather and all that. But I mean, let's be honest, Brendan Lee looks rad as hell. That's why there's always the joke about who's gonna dress up like The Crow at a Halloween party because they just want to look hot. Okay, we also, Ghostly, you probably should watch The Crow too. The Crow's a great movie. There's some of the stuff at the beginning might be a little intense for you, but the rest of it is pretty great. But yeah, it's a great movie. The Crow is an incredible film. Cause I love how I muted ads and came back to Juggalos. Yes, the kids are asleep. We're teaching Ghostly the wonders of ICP. We had to teach Ghostly about who, what, oh no, be right back, gonna stumble off this mortal coil. Yep. I am a fetus, do you not understand? I think all of us appreciate being able to show you the things that occurred before your time, Ghostly. The Crow. It's a movie, it's based on a comic book called The Crow. Actually, there's a new one. They remade it, and it looks terrible. There's a remake coming out, and it looks really, really bad. Yeah, that's gonna say, Ghostly. It's just, yeah, you're smart and mature, so you forget sometimes, and that is true. That is true. You're punching well above your age, Ghostly. I am an immortal jellyfish reverting to my child form to grow up again. I think we're in the same boat. The kids are asleep. At this point, I just ignore how old I actually am, and I'm like, I'm trying to make movies. I'm like trying to make movies in LA. It's like, you don't grow up. I don't have my life together. It's fine. It's gonna be the way it's gonna go. Oh, did Ghostly just look up Brendan Lee from The Crow? Dude, The Crow's a great movie. That was my favorite. That CD. There were two CDs that two movie soundtracks that created my entire music taste for 10 years. And the first one and the big one was The Crow. That soundtrack The Crow soundtrack and the Matrix music from the Matrix soundtrack were big influences on my like all the music I listened to as a kid. It's why I started listening to Nine Inch Nails, because of their cover of Joy Division's Dead Souls is on that album. The Cure's Burn, which is an incredible song. Yeah, all that like shoegazy kind of like that shoegazy goth pop. That was like a big thing. Yeah, that great soundtrack. The Crow soundtrack is just I still listen to that soundtrack to this day. Ghostly, that can't have been comfortable to wear. He does Brendan Lee, it's Bruce Lee's son, and he does a ton of martial arts in that outfit, so regardless of whether or not it's comfortable, it did not restrict his movement at all. At all. Man, but the Crow is good. He's very, it says, it looks very edgy and goth clowny, but I can tell you right now, he's a sweet soul in that movie. The movie is edgy and very 90s, but he's like, he plays it, and of course the sad story about what happened to Brendan Lee in that movie. So, but it was a passion project for Brendan Lee. I am an ancient lizard feeling my soul shrivel when another 90s song is called classic rock. Yeah, we're there too, Cryptid. It's like the time when I saw, it's like the time that I heard Lenny Kravitz fly away on a classic rock station. I was like, oh, man, come on. I'm not that old. Trying to figure out what to teach at this conference, and I'm like, I don't know, stuff. Yeah, there you go. The kids are asleep. Yeah, yo? When I started hearing 90s rock at the grocery store, yeah, that was a big one. Yay, Tord has been added to the Discord. Thank you, Opera Soria. Nirvana is classic rock. Please stop. I'm already dead. Yep. That's true. Nevermind, man. It's Nevermind is being lumped in the same group as Led Zeppelin. We all now are listening to dad rock. We just grew up in grunge is now being added to the dad rock category. I'll add to the watch list. Yeah, Ghost, right, Dead. There's some stuff at the beginning of that's pretty intense, but it's pretty short-lived. After that, it's a very good, like, revenant. I mean, because The Crow is about a revenant. It's essentially someone being brought back from the dead to go, dole out punishment. But the martial arts, the action in it's incredible. And then, of course, unfortunately, it was Brendan Lee's last movie because because there was he got killed by a blank. And that's why, for whatever reason, I don't understand why we still use blanks on film sets. But Bush is dad rock. Bush is my dad's college rock. Yeah, Bush is in there, for sure. Butthole Surfers was followed by AC/DC, and I could feel my joints crying. Oh, yeah, yep. It was like, I remember when Pepper was all over the radio. That was like, whew, that was a big song. Like, all over the brand new. Bush. You're just like, Yep. That's how it is right now. Wait. All right. Well, instead of feeling old, please help, my organs are sand. Oh. Ghostly, you're just making us all feel old and sad. I think they added Weezer too. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, wasn't that a thing that just happened last year, the Western with Ali Bola? No, that was a live fucking round. That was not a blank. That's why that... Okay, so it's like... we'll do an aside, and then we'll start... Let me... We'll do some ads, just so there's no ads in there, and I'll do an aside on that, and then we'll start our next sprint, because this is a big deal, and it's a problem. So after Brendan Lee, the blank... Because a blank is still, if you know how blanks work, there's still most of... It's literally a thing, but like a bullet, but without the bullet on top of where the gunpowder is. It's paper. It's like padded paper, so it explodes, creates the flare, and it gives you your muzzle, the muzzle blast. But if something gets in that paper, like it's a bullet. It's just a bullet. And that's what happened to Brendan Lee on The Crow, is that it something got into the blank, and it's really sad. The actor who plays the gangster who fired that shot, because it was the shot, because it's literally when Brendan Lee's walking up to the gun and he shoots Brendan Lee right dead center in the chest with a blank, and that blank goes through and it pierced his heart and it killed him. And that actor committed suicide. That actor, like, had an alcohol, like, of course, I mean, how could you, totally understandable. Like, you're told something is safe and you you accidentally shot someone in the heart and killed him. And so there was a huge conversation about allowing blanks on sets, and I don't know why. We still do. They're still allowed on sets. Like, there's a Master at Arms. There was a big thing in the most recent IATSE, or not IATSE, the recent SAG contract that they pulled back, but they're still not banning blanks on sets, which I do not understand. We don't need blanks. It does not offer anything. Like, squibs, I can maybe see an argument for squibs, because squibs look cool, even though that's an explosive that's attached to you that then shoots the blood out. Like, I can understand maybe why squibs are still allowed on sets, but there's no excuse for blanks. But what happened on Rust is they had live ammunition on that set, which you're never supposed to do. That is a big no-no. So if you have a prop gun with ammunition, you have your blanks, but you're never allowed to have live ammunition. It's literally so you cannot cross-contaminate your blanks and your bullets. So it's flat out not allowed. Now, that's why the Master at Arms a lot of people are saying the Master at Arms got thrown under the bus by Alec Baldwin, but we know for a fact the Master at Arms was taking people out and shooting on the weekend. So they were going out and they were shooting live rounds at a shooting range on the weekend with the prop guns. So it's like, which is insane. And there was a bunch of other failures of things that happened that led up to that too. Like, they were moving too quickly. They weren't actually taking the precautions they needed to do to make sure that the guns were clear, to not have any blanks in the gun, because it was during a rehearsal. It wasn't even while they were shooting. But that's why they ended up shooting. And that Master at Arms was like, that was an early film that she was doing, but her dad is a big time Master at Arms as well, who was big in Hollywood as a master, working with arms. So there's like pressure. There's definitely, you can see on indie shoots like that, there's pressure to like stop following the rules and move quickly, because everything's moving and, you know, people want to get to things, and you have like Alec Baldwin like ready to go and move, but that you need people on set like an AD and like a Master at Arms, particularly if you're dealing with firearms, and even if there's no bullets or blanks, like you don't fuck around with that stuff ever. It's like, it's not worth it. Movies are smoke and mirrors. Like, I don't care how realistic it looks. Like, people should not, you don't need to hurt people to make a movie. It's insane. So there's a lot of failures there, but that was the big thing. It was just completely incompetent. Yeah. But it all of that goes back to the people who got hurt, like Brendan Lee on The Crow, and for whatever reason why they're still allowing that kind of stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's still got the mechanics of a bullet. It doesn't take much to go wrong, as you would. How the hell do you live with that? Yep, that's the sad truth. It killed 2 people. That incident fundamentally killed 2 people. We still everything wrong. Exactly. Yeah. Grapes. Absolute metal. Holy shit. Yep. Nuts. Hollywood is crazy sometimes. All right, everybody. We are gonna go ahead and start our next sprint. I'm gonna start ads at the top of the sprint, so feel free to mute, so you're not like getting blasted by ads. But we are gonna go ahead and get rolling. Happy writing, everybody, and we will see you on the other side. And this will probably be the last sprint of the day. I don't think we'll have time for a 4th one. So, happy writing, everybody. All right, and that is the end of that sprint, everybody. Opera story. Yes, I was testing against Sass Man. I'm not pleased. Well, it seems like you two might need to step outside. Go get him. I'm about to shut it down is what I'm going to do. Oh, man. All right, everybody. Well, as you know, that is going to be the end of stream. I've got to go eat some food before I need to run. To go get dinner and talk about my financial future with the boss man. So I will be out, but we'll be back tomorrow. We're going to keep working on Pawn Boys and probably go over the short film that Ghostly wrote. Probably get it into final draft and start breaking it down into some reports and some docs, and then we'll take it from there. All right, busy. Yeah, I know it's been kind of a busy week. It's gone rogue. I set it up as a service, and now I have no control of Aprestoria. It's from System Shock 2. You're just experiencing the AI from System Shock 2. Yes, have a nice supper and great meeting. Thank you so much, Cryptid. See you tomorrow. Yeah, and I think we will go ahead and just drop in. Looks like Desdemona Rose is doing just quiet sprints. So for anyone who wants to keep on working, we're gonna pop in and say hello there. But let me get this thing working. All right. And let's say my brain is melting, so I'm signing off. Yes, go break. It's no problem. Yeah, absolutely go take a break. This is no Shodan. Ghostly may never sleep again. You will find me on the roof of the Fiddler. Oh, that's cute, Ghostly. Well, I'm glad you're excited and having a time. So that's good. Glad to help. My brain, and it's not smart enough, but just sassy, clearly. Yeah, it's just sassy. I mean, that's why I said it wasn't the AI from Portal. All right, everybody. We're going to go ahead and pop over to Desdemona Rose. If you want to keep on working, it's just a sprint chat. Take care. Love you all. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves and be kind to others. And we will see you all tomorrow. Have a delightful rest of your evening/day. Take care.